Welcome everyone to another video for Midian Gaming. We are doing Vampire, the Eternal Struggle card game, and we're doing the fourth video of the lot that we were doing in regards to the cards coming out for the new Anarch sets. And this fourth one, unfortunately, is not Anarch. When we took a look at it, it is actually Camarilla. So why have they moved to the Camarilla? Well, the Banu Haqim used to be the Assamites, and they were always independent, but ever since the Camarilla has changed a little bit and certain clans have fallen out, they lost the strength of the Bruja, and a long while ago they lost the strength of the Gangrel as well, who both became independent and then Anarch. So the Banu Haqim, or the Assamites at that time, came into the Camarilla for some sorely needed muscle in regards to what the clan could offer the sect. And so that's pretty much the history as to why they are under Camarilla. And let's go take a look at this now, shall we? So that's the 5th edition Banu Haqim as on the Black Chantry production side. And let's get into some of the fluff about it, shall we? Now, the children of Hakim were once a reclusive sect of vampiric warriors, sorcerers, and assassins. In modern nights, they are torn between the heritage and an obsession for moral codes and swift justice. In vampiric society, their role is often to enforce the law. Someone is always guilty, and the guilty must be punished. So that's the new symbol for the Banu Haqim. The Assamites had one coming across which looked a little bit like a signature, but in all flowy text as well. So the deck focuses on consistent aggression. Your minions act quickly, hide in shadows, and wield powerful blood sorcery. They are well suited to hunting down enemy minions or striking directly at your opponent's influence. Your defense is limited but strong, putting down threats preemptively and punishing attacks on your domain. So just like the other deck, 77 library cards, 12 crypt cards, giving you 11 cards to put in for if you want to bring it up to 100, or you could change the deck however you wish if you're building it from scratch. You've obviously got your 12 vampires. It's got a fair few, like the master cards, you know, many of them are Banu Haqim specific. You're going to start seeing some other things, some interesting cards in this, like with your parity shifts that are in there. But you've also got your Thaumaturgy, your Celerity, and the Obfuscate card. So first up vampire that we see is Cassandra Tasaki, a 6-cap Camarilla Prince of Thessaloniki. I got it. All right, so we've got advanced disciplines in Thaumaturgy, Celerity, and minor in Obfuscate. Okay, normally for a 6-cap, I would want all of them, all the disciplines in advanced, but we've got a Camarilla Prince here, so I think that's important. And there's going to be certain things that this deck is going towards that our princes and anything else with votes is going to be important. So let's keep going along with that. That's what my interest was with parity shift as well. Helps out. Now you'll notice that we've got the advance in Thaumaturgy. I think that's pretty important for a lot of the Thaumaturgy cards in the combat that we will see, that they'll use Thaumaturgy to actually do the damage, and they'll use their Celerity, which you see that both the first two vampires have, one at superior and one at inferior, to actually make that damage that they cause to the other vampire, whether it's physical damage or whether it's stealing damage, that much more effective. Now, Warmaxan, advanced Thaumaturgy, minor or Obfuscate and Celerity. It's a 5-cap and Camarilla Prince, Dalgair. So yeah, no, good. We're starting off with 2 princes. We're going to start seeing a theme in the deck in this regard. Obviously, you've come into the Camarilla and taking prince positions, and they can hold them because they're strong. Kasim Bayar, Camarilla Banu Haqim Justica. Oh my goodness, sitting on all those votes. Once each combat, Kasim can discard a political action card before range is determined to get +2 strength that combat, +1 bleed. You're paying 9 for Kasim. Comes with advanced Thaumaturgy, Obfuscate, and Celerity, which are the in-clan disciplines, and also has the Potence and the Auspex. So you could build quite an interesting deck with Qasim with a few boat cards and see how you go with it. Interesting enough, if you block him on a boat card, he can still discard a political action to get that +2 strength to really teach you a lesson. Coming across with +1 bleed, a very scary vampire. All right, Asmin Cobain. Now you've got advanced celerity, you've got basic thaumaturgy and obfuscate. And look at this one. This one's also got dominate, so could potentially be a bleeder or a bouncer as well. Camarilla, 5 cap, very good. Like, you know me, I like the Incline disciplines. 3 disciplines is what I make the deck up. If you are going for Asmin to fit in some other kind of deck to help them out or to fill a space, great. It's 5 cap, why not? All right, Greg Mazzoni, Camarilla, 4 cap with all 3 of the main disciplines in minor. I love this one. That's my view on these. I love my 4s and 6 caps, my 4 caps which have 1 in every basic, and my 6 caps having 1 in, or all 3 in major disciplines. Right, Biju, a 3 cap with thaumaturgy and celerity. This is your little combat little baby. I like it. Very good indeed. 3 cap, gotta love them. All right, Farah Sarub, so 7 cap. So this has taken a fair bit of resources and investment. So what does this one do? Camarilla, Prince of Detroit. So another Prince. Thaumaturgy, celerity, can defend and protect, or not defend but protect herself, especially with the stealing of blood, making sure she gets that blood in order to take that damage after that. Has Auspex as well as the obfuscate. So yeah, another one for the bounce. So you could throw in some cards in there to start realizing some bounce potential, either with dominate or Auspex. Also has the ability for intercept as well. Kalinda, what an awesome picture this is. I love the fact that it's almost realistic, has that touch of realism, has that touch of like art to it. It's just fantastic. I'd love to have seen the model on this one and whether they were wearing contacts or that was extra. Fantastic. Camarilla Primogen, during your turn you can burn the edge to unlock Kalinda. Fantastic. If you're able to get the edge, then you've got Kalinda in there able to do some extra action. And with the advanced in the obfuscate, no doubt Kalinda's going to be doing some form of actions under stealth. Really nice. Look, basic thaumaturgy. Look, there's going to be cards that do definitely take advantage of that. Obviously, the better actions are with the advanced, and that's where I would have liked to have seen Kalinda. But you know what? With the ability to unlock as well, going to be a player. Definitely a player. Right, Khaijah AlKindi. Wow, Camarilla Primogen, straight out with all 3 disciplines. So not only do you get all 3 disciplines in advance, you also get the Primogen. Love it. This is a great card. Probably some of the best bang for your buck that I can see in this deck already. I like it. Very good card. One that I'd want to have multiples of. I dare say there's not. Let's see it in this. Khaijah, only 1 of. Unfortunate indeed. Let's keep going. Nayurana, 4 cap. Wow, look at this vampire. So 4 cap getting an advanced thaumaturgy and celerity at a 4 cap. Like, this is really good. Like, nice little combat wombat. Yeah, especially if you're able to get in combat and you've got the cards to do it. Nice. Yeah, I like it. All right, now we're getting on to some other cards out of the crypt into the library. Haqims Law, Retribution. Put this card into play during a bleed action. Excuse me. A Banu Haqim you control can discard a combat card to get +1 bleed. Well, no doubt you're going to be flush with combat cards. Wow. This is good. +1 bleed. So giving these guys the ability to bleed that little bit more to have more of an effect. A lot of the time with the combat decks, they suffer from a few things that includes bouncing and going forward. Now this is starting to assist with that by giving him the +1 bleed, and all your Banu Haqim can do it as long as they're getting rid of a combat card. And remember, in this game you're replacing cards straight away, so it's even better. You're not even paying for this master, and you get to cycle cards, which is so important in this game. You don't want to be stuck there with 7 cards. If there's going to be so far a MVP of the deck, this card is it. On first look you go, but when you consider the potential, its potential to actually affect a game, it's great. I like it. Hunter's Mark. Now this is Thaumaturgy and Celerity. You need both together to play this card. D-action, enter combat with a minion. The acting vampire gets 1 optional press that combat, or if you've got them both at advanced, as above, and the opposing minion cannot strike, combat ends during the first round of that combat. Fantastic, especially if you're going to be doing some aggravated damage with Thaumaturgy and they can't combat ends it with a Majesty or anything like that. Oh my goodness, they're going to be crying. No, this is a good card. They're going to hope to have fortitude to hopefully withstand what's coming across for them with that. And with that advanced celerity, we've already seen a card in the Brujar deck that helps out. Wonder if we'll see it in this deck. Let's take a look. Hunger of Marduk, only usable before range is determined. So it is a combat card. At minor Thaumaturgy, this round this vampire can strike range still 1 blood or life becoming blood. As above, but for 2 or life, 2 blood or life for advance. Very good card. So no longer with the Theft of Vitae, they can use this card. Yeah, nice. And Quickness was the card I was alluding to. So yes, it is in the deck, and I believe we have 6 in the deck. Let's take a look. Only 4. Okay. Look, you probably only need 4. And you want to start putting in some other celerity cards that are going to do an additional strike or 2 additional strikes to really make the best out of this. So a vampire can only play 1 quickness each round. Additional strike that does not count against the limit. Fantastic card. But we are at the end. My MVP has to go to this master card. Like, the other cards are good, but for strategy wise, this card does it for me. It's fantastic. I'm really excited for it. And Haqims Law Retribution, look, let's see how many you get in there. Haqims Law Retribution, you get 4. So that's they know it. That's how important this is to the deck. You want to see it, and there's 4 in this deck of 77 cards, just under just wait, if we're going with 70, it's just over 5%, so it's pretty usable. You want to make sure that you see it. Yeah, all right, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If I've missed anything, or you want to add any content, or you want to give us feedback, put it in the comments. Love to read them. Try to get back to all the comments in a reasonable time. If you're loving the content that we do, help support us by giving us a subscription. A second of your time is like a lifetime of love for us. Really, I'm happy to have done all these 4 videos. Now I really want to get onto talking about what I would do with these decks, and really help those coming into the game, buying these decks, figuring out what more they can do with the decks to actually, take it into a competitive environment. No doubt these decks are going to be quite competitive. What more can we do? Okay, looking forward to it. See you on the next video. See you guys.